Aberdeenshire and Bank, Peterhead, Fraserburgh, and the Golden Horn. Mächty me when I think of the generations of our folk that have put out to sea past that light, leaving this harbour in their small boats to the same stormy seas, aye, and the same smell of fish. Once it was sail, now it's steam drifter and motorboat. So many lives spent as ours have been, tossing about in every weather, searching for fish, hauling fish, landing fish. And now there's my son, going out on his own to fish for himself for the first time. It's a thing he's long wanted, and I've wanted for him. Aye, the fish will look different to him now they're his own. Chipped me when they saw I was stopping ashore. Why aren't you going out too, they asked. Oh, I told them, my son's back from the war, let him fish for himself. It's time the younger generation took over. If more of us old men only knew when to stop, there wouldn't be so many of the younger lads in the quayside waiting for our boats. We've had our day, man, and now it's their turn. Let the lads have their chance. Aye, my years have been long, and I've seen the best and the worst of life. I remember the day we moved out of the old cottage in Petuli. Times were good then, and all the fishermen were hoping to make better lives for themselves. We had no regrets leaving the old place. We packed all we had into a truck, and when we drove up, it was like starting out afresh to a new life. That's the view we're to see now every day of our lives. Big seas and big skies rolling and blowing outside the cottage window. Aye, we'd done well with our boats, and that fresh white house down by the shore was a sign of it. But we didn't lose our heads. When fishermen make money, they don't buy fur coats and motor cars. They put it back into their boats and gear, save it against hard times. For the hard times came again. The port wasn't a pretty sight then. Idle boats choking the harbour, breaking up for lack of paint and use. And how could such a thing have happened? We were better at catching fish than we'd ever been. But the more fish we caught, the more prices fell. In the end, many of us hadn't the money to put to sea at all. Maybe we should have tried to make some plan among ourselves to save our trade. But we didn't trust each other enough. We were fair helpless those days, and many a man was forced to scrap his boat and leave it to rot along the sands. Those years were nearly starved, and none of us will ever forget it. It had been every man for himself, and this is where it had brought us. That's how it was. Sometimes good, as often bad. Then the war started and the sea came into its own again. Now it's my son's turn. The world's still hungry, and when he comes back from a night's fishing, he knows his catch will be sold at a fair price. For food, not manure. He These young lads don't want a fortune, but they want to be sure that when they bring in a decent catch, they'll get a decent price for it. And they want to be certain no one insurer is making a fortune out of their losses. They need prices planned and guaranteed like the farmers have already. Well, I've seen all that. The sea, the ports, the fisherman's life. But there's another side to the picture. The land. There's my daughter now. She's married to a farmer chap over by Turf. I think I'll pay them a visit for a change.